Welcome to the UK's cheapest Honda S2000 build in association with Machine Mart, and this is the big reveal. So when we started this build, this was a completely standard Honda S2000 and the back arches were shot and it was just in need of a lot of loving, tender care. And that's what me and Midge have done over the last few months. So let me talk you through the build. So we started on a service. So we did the oil change, fluid changes, coolant, brake fluid, cabin filters, air filter, but obviously when we put the air filter in, I was never going to put a standard one in, so we put the K&N on. And then if you're going to put an induction kit on, you have to put an exhaust on. It's just the rules, isn't it? So yeah, we put a full Milltek catback exhaust system on there. Out with the old, in with the new. And the other benefit of an aftermarket exhaust system is they weigh a lot less than these. Oh. Machine Mart are the best. There we go. Lovely. Oh, look at that, like a glove. Milltek. Hi guys, just want to take a few seconds out to thank our amazing sponsors of the S2K build, Machine Mart. Now they do every type of tool to kit out your garage, from low profile jacks, power tools, home welders, compressors, to simple spanner sets. So if you need any of that, get yourself over to machinemart.co.uk and the link is in the description. So that's all concluded episode 1 of getting the car back on the road and through its MOT. In the next episode, we started talking about the suspension and what I wanted to do with this car, and the focus of it was really like a fast road track build with a bit of styling. So I didn't want air because I wanted to take it on track, not as though air can't go on track. So coilovers are probably better for fast road and track use than air, so that's why I went down that route, and we went for Bilstein just because such a quality make and the ride on it is absolutely superb. The next thing we did was upgrade the brake system on it. So we put a big EBC, big brake kit on it. Again, going down the track route, so if you could, you know, the better your brakes are, the quicker you can go on track. Oh, look at those bad boys. Look at them. Oh.
They're extremely yellow.
Oh. Oh. Without EBCs, you're like this. And with them, EBC, made in Britain, not like Midge's teeth, they're made in Turkey.
Tunbridge Wells, I have, you know. Tunbridge Wells.
So now we're on to fitting the big brake kit. And these lovely ones from EBC that we've got are just stunning. But look at it, I mean, we're going to be using this car a little bit on track days, fast road, and of course, the later you brake, the better your track time. So that's why we're doing it. These are a monstrous 330 mils, which is a bit of an improvement on the old ones. But yeah, it should make a massive difference. But yeah, lovely bit of kit from EBC. So, Midge, time to get it on. The standard AP1 16-inch alloys wouldn't go over the calipers, so we had to put on the STROM DS15 wheels, and these wheels are really made for drift cars and really aggressive things like that, and the offset is way too aggressive for an S2000. But I did my maths, I looked at the offset, looked at how wide the wide arch kit would come out, and I thought, you know what, it should work. So we went down the STROM DS15 route with the bronze centres, and of course, if you've got wheels, you need good tyres, and there's no point spending all that money on the suspension and the bracing and the sway bars if you only put cheap rubber on. So I went to my friends at Yokohama, who supplied the brand new 8009 tyres. Now these are perfect again, so they're good for the road, but they're also good out on the track and for a bit of fast road driving. So yeah, great tyre. And then the other thing we did with the chassis was a load of bracing. So we got some ultra racing bracing in, did the top strut brace, the rear strut brace and the lower braces, and also a white line, sway bar and drop links. So why did you tell me to get a white line sway bar?
Because they're really, really good, obviously.
And what benefits is it going to give me?
Well, it's going to give you better handling.
But yeah, guys at White Line supplied this. It's a proper bit of kit, and they've also supplied us some lovely adjustable drop links.
What, can I have it then?
Yeah. So we're just putting the adjustable drop links in that we've got new, which is a good job because Midge cut the old ones off. So the car now, the chassis is really sorted, and I took it out on track a couple of weeks ago at Silverstone. And it really is pointy, it really is sharp. That 20-year-old suspension has gone, and it is such a joy to drive. Even on the road, it's not too bad. So there we are, we had the base then for the track build. But of course we still had the problems of the completely rusted rear arches, and it looked awful. So what did we do? Well, we had to sort the rear arches out. And the best way to do that is just to cut them out and put on wide arches. That's the way to do it in our game. And my great friend Sol at Heart and Soul Paintworks did that job. There you go. Hello, Sol.
Hello, mate.
So we're at Heart and Soul body shop now. You're just looking at my lightweight rear
lightweight,
arches.
rusty, yeah. So yeah, it's back here. Don't worry, we'll get it sorted.
So first of all, you're going to cut out the rust.
Yep.
Weld it all up.
Yep.
And then get
So
to
basically, I'm going to cut it all out, fold it up, weld it all in so it's all sealed.
Yep.
Fit the kit, and then we'll smooth the kit into it so it just all looks nice. Leave it in primer, ready for the next stage. Basically.
And you're going to flatten it back, aren't you?
Flatten it back so it's all nice and smooth.
So when we go to get it wrapped,
yep,
it'll be
be nice and fresh.
Okay, well you're going to be a busy guy.
I am going to be a busy guy, trying to save some weight on this car.
Brilliant. Well, I'm going to leave you to it, and I'm going to catch you tomorrow. You'll be done with it?
Yeah, tomorrow 6 o'clock, just before we leave. Should be ready, mate. No problem at all.
Well, I'll catch you in a couple of weeks.
No worries. Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So, dropped this off last week.
Yep.
And it's back with the kit on. Was there any too much issues, or was it all right?
Not really much issues. Just make sure we had clearance for wheels, turning circles and all that sort of stuff. So, but other than that, it went quite smoothly. It was good to get rid of the rust.
Yeah, that is good. It's lovely to see it rust-free for the first time in about 2 years, or probably longer. That's been rotting away. So now it's over to me to get it wrapped and looking pretty.
Nice in one colour. It'd be nice to see in one colour.
So we took it over to Fleet Livery Solutions, who said it wouldn't be a problem to wrap over the pop rivets that we had used to put the kit on, and they said they could get it done in my deadline time. I dropped the car off here at Fleet Livery Solutions with Ash. Now I'm back up to have a look at the car because it's getting close to being finished and I should be able to take it away today. So I haven't seen the colour yet on the car, so I can't wait to have a look. So let's go. Let's see how the guys are getting on. That's stunning when they're getting there. So I've had a lot of wraps done to cars in the past, but always normally a satin or a matte finish. This is the first time I've ever had a car done in sort of like a high gloss finish, and that's because the technology's moved on in recent years. Like always, the high gloss stuff in past times has always been a bit orange peely. But I've just asked Renee, how do you maintain this? And it's very similar to a paint finish. So you want to do it by hand, maintain it, wash it. You don't really want to go too abrasive with the jet wash. And the other thing with it, any little swells, it's self-healing. So the sun will bake out any little imperfections in the, not the paint, but in the vinyl. So that's pretty cool. So this is a big shout out to the guys that have been actually fitting the Arlon wrap, Renee and Luke here. They done a top job because it's not been the easiest a job because of the bolt-on arches and the pop rivets. So they've found it's been quite an intricate job, but they've done an absolutely brilliant finish on the car, and I'm absolutely blown away. So big shout out to these guys, and obviously Fleet Livery Solutions. And of course, I gave the guys at Maxton Designs a call, and they supplied a full lip kit, which I love, and it fitted really well considering it's made for a standard Honda S2000, and obviously she's wider here and wider at the back, but it still fits nice. So we did the front lip, the side lips, and a crazy rear diffuser, which is Maxton as well, and also the canards, which are made for the car. Just sorting out a couple of little details, but look at this. Look at that. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Remember kids, measure once, cut twice. So here we are. in the finished cabin. So it was probably one of the biggest transformations of the car, and it was probably one of the easiest to do because a lot of the stuff is bolt on. Another problem in the S2000 is a really narrow cockpit, so getting seats for it is quite difficult. It's a bit like an MX-5. But I've done my research, got my tape measure out, and then I hit up NRG Innovations in America, and they sent me these two gorgeous suede Prisma reclining bucket race seats. I think they're something like that anyway, but they're lovely. They come in a pair, they come with the sliders, and as you can see, they're going to give me a bit more extra support, but they're just wide enough for my big booty. And of course, with these in there, it's going to look really nice, but the steering wheel's going to be a bit So I got them to send me this gorgeous suede steering wheel as well, flat bottom to give my chubby legs a bit more room, and Midge has already fitted this earlier, a snap-off Boss. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting these in. Let's just hope my measuring is up to scratch. To fit the seats, you need subframes, and this is where I really did luck out, because there's not many people in the country that make the subframes for a reclining seat, because most people put the side mounts in, but you can't do a side mount on these because they're recliners. So I spoke to the guys at Tegiwa, who have also helped out on other parts of the build, and they're like, you know what, Jules, you are a very lucky chap, because SW Motorsports have just developed a subframe kit for this car, and we've got some coming in this week. And they sent me the first two kits they had come in stock straight out. And being SW Motorsport, they fitted like a glove. Midge bolted the seats to them, put them in, and there you go.
Right, so that is our lovely new subframes on. One thing, never forget when you're doing a seat, if you want to keep the seat belts, don't forget the seatbelt buckle, get that bolted on as well. So yeah, they're all, sliders are on, subframes are on, should be ready just to pop them both in. I do like doing a convertible, makes it so much easier. I do it by feel in the hole.
And then the next thing we did in here was to bring the car up to date. So when I bought the car, I had the stock radio in it, but because I've taken the battery off so many times when we were modifying the car, I didn't have the code, so I've never listened to I didn't even know if the speakers worked. So the solution to that was to get this Pioneer Apple CarPlay head unit with a modular system. So obviously the head unit and the system sits in the single DIN, and then you run the wire up to the back, and then you go. Oh, that was easy. So since I've had this car, I haven't had the code for this, because obviously the battery's been off and on, lost the code. So whenever I've driven it, I haven't had any music at all. So I've just had to listen to the lovely VTech noise. But I am looking forward to having 21st century tech in here, so I don't get lost on the way to shows. Now, with a bit of luck, I've ordered the right patch lead, and it looks about right. So let's get it out and have a look. So I've just test fitted the patch lead. I was going to pretend to put it back on for the camera, but I now can't get it out. So I did order the right one, which will make my job a million times easier. So I went for the Pioneer SPH Evo 950 DAB, well remembered, because it's modular. Like I said, you can't get a double DIN in there. So you have to go for a single DIN, but as you say, the single DIN will sit in the right place. Then you run a wire to the screen, and which I'm going to try and mount around about here, or Midge will try and mount about here, and then yeah, it should be good to go. So I'm now just going to, as I said, loosely wire it all up and just see if I can get power to it and make sure it's working, and then yeah, then we can put it all in properly. But I'll tell you what, well impressed with that. Midge, come on, come in. What do you think of that?
It looks good. It looks good. It's such a nice stereo for such crap tasting music. Almost factory fit as well.
Yes, that's a great bit of kit in there, and one of my favourite mods in the car. Again, really easy to install and looks the part. So I just added a couple more details, like the gear knob and the car mats for you, custom car mats. And then it was on to the last stage of the build, which was just tidying up that engine bay and that disgusting rocker cover. Obviously, it's still not amazing in there, but it's a million times better than it was with this horrible, flaky rocker cover that we took off. And then we've obviously got a new gasket from Tegiwa. Painted that myself in like a crackle paint and then heated it up, and that's come out quite well. Obviously, it looks quite nice because you've got the Ultra Racing strap brace at the top. You've got your K&N induction kit in there that I've already mentioned. And then we did actually put a new Tegiwa radiator in there as well, but that was right on earlier in the build when the car was overheating. So yeah, I could improve this more, but it looks so much better than it was. So what do you think of our transformation from the UK's cheapest Honda S2000? This car cost us just £3,500. So let us know what you think and if we've done a good job or not. It'd be really interesting to see your comments. Now, this build wouldn't have happened without some amazing people, so I'm just going to run through a load of thanks now. So let's start off right at the beginning. Let's thank Bill Stein for the suspension, EBC for the brakes, White Line for the sway bar and drop links, Ultra Racing for the bracing, Yokohama for the Advan 8009 tyres, STROM for the amazing DS15 wheels, and Maxton Design for the lip kit and the rear diffuser and the canards, FLS for that amazing wrap, NRG Innovations in America for the 2 seats and the steering wheel and the snap-off boss and the short hub, Pioneer for the amazing CarPlay system, Tegiwa for things like the subframes and the radiator and just being on the end of the phone to help me out with the little details that I forgot. And of course, right at the beginning, Liquid Moly for all the service bit, for the oil, for the brake fluid, for the coolant, and of course Machine Mark for supplying all the tools that helped us transform this car into what it is now. Oh yeah, and one last thank you. He's always on holiday, but my mate Midge for helping me out build the car. He did most of the spannering, to be fair. So top work, mate. We paid you well, and that's why you're always on holiday. Anyway, remember if you enjoyed this video to like, subscribe and share. And let us know what you want us to build next.